Every year, thousands of fresh riders roll out of dealerships, clutching their new keys with a grin that says, "I'm unstoppable." But here's the harsh truth. Every single year, those same new riders repeat the exact same mistakes. And in 2025, with more distractions on the road, faster bikes hitting the market, and drivers glued to their phones, those mistakes aren't just embarrassing. They can send you straight to the repair shop, the hospital, or worse, the graveyard. See, riding a motorcycle isn't like driving a car. You can't just hop on, twist the throttle, and expect the road to forgive you. A bike rewards precision, discipline, and respect. But if you carry over your bad habits, or worse, pick up the wrong ones from random YouTube shorts, you're playing Russian roulette with two wheels. That's why today, I'm breaking down the top 8 beginner rider habits you need to kill off immediately. These aren't just the obvious ones like don't text and ride. These are the sneaky, dangerous habits even experienced riders catch themselves slipping into. And trust me, you'll want to hear habit number 8 because it's the silent killer of confidence and control. Number 1. Riding with a death grip. White-knuckling your handlebars like you're hanging on for dear life? Yeah, we've all done it. You roll out of the parking lot, nerves kicking in, and suddenly your hands clamp down so hard it looks like you're trying to squeeze juice out of the grips. You think, if I just hold tighter, I'll have more control. But here's the thing. Motorcycles aren't like wrestling a wild animal. They're designed to balance themselves. The wheels act like giant gyroscopes. Once you're moving, the bike naturally wants to stay upright. When you strangle the bars, you're actually fighting against the very physics that keeps you stable. The real insider trick? Relax your arms, keep your elbows bent, and let the bike breathe. You're there to guide it, not manhandle it. The lighter your touch, the smoother your steering, and the less your arms will tire. Death gripping doesn't make you safer. It makes you stiff, shaky, and more likely to mess up. And if you think hand pressure is your only problem, wait until you see what your eyes are doing wrong. Number 2. Target fixation. Picture this. You're cruising down a quiet road, feeling good, when you spot a massive pothole ahead. Your brain goes, "Don't hit it, don't hit it." So what happens? Boom! You roll right into it like a magnet. That, my friend, is target fixation. Here's the deal. On a motorcycle, your eyes are the steering wheel. Wherever you stare, your body naturally follows. It's called visual steering, and it's why so many beginners smack into curbs, potholes, or even the back of cars. They're so focused on what they're trying to avoid, they guide themselves straight into it. The insider truth is this. Your bike is already designed to go straight and stay upright. The secret isn't fighting the obstacle. It's training your eyes to look at your escape route. When you lock onto the clear path instead of the hazard, your hands and body will steer you there almost automatically. So yes, stop staring at the problem. Look where you want to go. And speaking of looking, let's move down from your eyes to your feet, because a lot of beginners are planting them in the worst possible way. Number 3. Putting both feet down at stops. You're not doing a squat workout at every red light. You only need one foot. But watch a beginner roll up to a stop sign, and it's like they're trying to land a helicopter. Both feet slam down, knees shaking, and the whole bike wobbles like it's on a trampoline. I get it, you want stability. You feel like the more legs on the ground, the safer you are. But here's the problem. Dropping both feet actually throws off your balance. It makes you look awkward, it slows down your starts, and it leaves you less control if the bike starts to roll. Here's the insider move most new riders don't know. Keep your right foot on the rear brake and only put your left foot down. That rear brake keeps the bike steady, stops you from rolling backwards on hills, and when the light turns green, you're already set to go with your right hand and foot working together. Feet sorted? Good. Now let's talk about your hands, specifically how you're stopping. Number 4. Grabbing a handful of front brake. Did you know that nearly 70% of your stopping power comes from the front brake? Sounds great, right? Until you panic, grab a giant handful of that lever, and suddenly you're doing a nosedive that ends with you face-planting in the intersection. Not the kind of story you want to tell your riding buddies. Here's the thing. New riders often confuse quick with safe. They think if I stop faster, I'll be safer. But slamming that lever is the fastest way to lock up your front tire. And once that wheel stops rolling, it's game over. Gravity takes over, the bike tucks, and you're sliding on asphalt. The insider trick is all about progressive braking. Think of it like squeezing a wet sponge. Smooth, firm pressure that builds as the suspension compresses and the tire digs in. Even with ABS, bad technique can still throw you off. Master the art of a smooth stop, and you'll turn panic into precision. Of course, stopping right is one thing, but what about starting wrong? Number 5. Launching like a drag racer. Revving to 8,000 RPM and dumping the clutch. Unless you're on a MotoGP grid, calm down. I've seen so many beginners treat a green light like it's the start of a race. The bike screams, the clutch snaps, and in half a second they either stall in front of a crowd, or worse, the front wheel shoots sky high and they almost loop it. Not exactly the smooth entrance you were going for, right? Here's what you need to understand. More throttle doesn't mean more control. In fact, the harder you twist and dump, the faster your clutch wears out. That's money out of your pocket, and a fast track to losing confidence. The real insider skill every experienced rider knows is that the clutch lever is your best friend. It's not just about the right wrist, it's about finessing that left hand. Rolling on a touch of throttle while easing the clutch out teaches your brain and muscles how the bike reacts. Get your launches smooth, and you'll look confident, stay in control, and leave the line without unintentional circus tricks. Now that you're rolling, let's talk about how you sit, because posture can make or break your ride. Number 6. Slouching or stiff posture. If your back feels like it just ran a marathon after a 30-minute ride, chances are your posture's off. A lot of beginners either slump over the tank like they're taking a nap, or they lock their arms so straight it looks like they're trying to bench press the handlebars. Both feel secure in the moment, but they actually make riding harder. When you're stiff, every little bump in the road rattles through your whole body. And when you hunch forward, you're basically fighting against your bike instead of moving with it. The truth is, your motorcycle is designed to flow with the road, but only if you let your body become part of the suspension system. Here's the insider move. Keep your elbows bent. Grip the tank lightly with your knees, and keep your head up looking where you want to go. This unlocks smoother steering, quicker reactions, and way less fatigue. Posture keeps you in control, but awareness keeps you alive. Let's move to habit 7. Number 7. Riding like a car driver. If you ride your motorcycle like it's a small car, you're already in danger. A lot of new riders jump straight from driving 4 wheels to 2, and they carry over the same habits. Hugging the center of the lane, tailgating like they're in traffic, or assuming every car around them actually sees them. Spoiler alert, most drivers don't. On a bike, you're invisible until proven otherwise. If you sit in a car's blind spot, or ride bumper to bumper like you've got airbags, you're just gambling with your skin. Cars have crumple zones. You are the crumple zone. Here's the insider truth. Motorcycles demand a completely different mindset. It's not about being in traffic. It's about surviving it. Smart riders own their lane position, keep space cushions, and always scan for escape routes. You're not a car. You're a moving target. Ride like one. Break this habit, and you'll instantly look more experienced, ride more predictably, and stay off the hood of someone's SUV. And finally, the biggest beginner trap in 2025. Habit number 8. Number 8. Overconfidence too soon. The most dangerous rider on the road isn't the reckless teenager. It's the beginner who thinks they've already mastered it. You pass your test, ride a few weeks without incident, and suddenly you're Valentino Rossi in your own head. The throttle feels good, the corners start to look inviting, and you start pushing way past your limits. Here's the truth. That invincible stage is where most beginners get into serious trouble. You stop practicing the basics. You stop respecting the road. You start chasing speed instead of skill. And the road has a brutal way of reminding you who's boss. The insider wisdom? Confidence isn't the enemy. False confidence is. Real confidence is built brick by brick. Advanced riding courses, emergency braking drills, practicing corner lines in empty parking lots. Every hour of mindful practice adds up to muscle memory that will save your skin when things go wrong. So yeah, enjoy the ride, but stay humble, because when you think you've got it all figured out, that's usually when the road decides to teach you the hardest lesson. So, what does all this mean for you as a new rider in 2025? Here's the truth. Breaking these habits doesn't just save you from repair bills. It saves you from becoming another statistic. Riding is freedom, but freedom only lasts if you respect the machine, respect the road, and respect your own limits. Drop these rookie mistakes now, and you'll ride smoother, safer, and with the calm confidence of a true motorcyclist. So, which habit do you still struggle with? Drop it in the comments. I want to know. Hit like if you've ever caught yourself doing one of these. And subscribe, because next time, we're diving into the 8 hidden upgrades that'll make your bike better instantly. Ride smart, ride safe, and break those habits before they break you.